All right, welcome back, my beauties and bees, to another episode of HiveScience. We got some eco news that is super awesome, and I'm excited to bring it to you. So hang on to your seats, ladies and gentlemen, because we are going to be looking at a rare mammal. But first, another organism in this ecological niche came to my attention yesterday. I just have to show you guys this adorable behavior
All right,
of the
welcome back, my beauties
of
and
the
bees.
the kiwi here. So check this out. One more time. Ah, anyway, that's a kiwi. They sound like a screaming demon, but that's not the figure that we're looking at today. But the figure we're looking at today does, in fact, look a lot like a kiwi. Look at this guy. So it's the mammal version of the kiwi. Fills the same ecological niche on a different island. On tropical islands, there is usually an insectivorous critter that looks about this size, with a long proboscis, little beady eyes, and a nocturnal habit, maybe claws for digging in the dirt. So that's what we're looking at today. And this one is sort of a long lost creature from that ecological niche. And let's read about it. Found at last, a bizarre egg-laying mammal, finally rediscovered after 60 years, more than 60 years after it was last recorded. An expedition team has rediscovered an iconic egg-laying mammal with one of the most in one of the most unexplored regions of the world. Attenborough's long-beaked echidna, named after the famed broadcaster Sir David Attenborough, was captured for the first time in photos and video footage using a remote trail cams set up in the Cyclops Mountains of Indonesia's Papua province. Alongside the Echidna's rediscovery, the expedition, a partnership between the University of Oxford, Indonesian NGO, Yayasan Pelayanan Papa Neta, or Yapaneta, yeah, or, so how would that be? Yapinda, I guess. Uh, UNCEN and a proper BBKSDA. Lots of abbreviations there. And the National Research and Innovation Agency of Indonesia, BRIN. Wild made many other remarkable finds. These include Myron honeyeater, a bird lost to science since 2008, an entirely new genus of tree-dwelling shrimp. Tree-dwelling shrimp, guys. Keep up. Countless new species of insects and a previously unknown cave system. This was despite the difficulties posed by extremely inhospitable terrain, including venomous animals, blood-sucking leeches, malaria, earthquakes, and exhausting heat. One of the world's most unusual animals finally caught on film. Recorded by science only in 1961, Attenborough's long-beaked echidna is a monotreme, an evolutionary distinct group of egg-laying mammals that include the platypus. This echidna species is so special because it is one of only 5 remaining species of monotreme. The sole guardians of this remarkable branch of the tree of life. Echidnas are notoriously difficult to find since they are nocturnal, live in burrows, and tend to be very shy. Attenborough's long-beaked echidna has never been recorded anywhere outside the Cyclops Mountains and is currently classified as critically endangered on the IUCN Red List of Threatened Species. To give themselves the best chance of finding one, the team deployed over 80 trail cams, making multiple ascents of the mountains and climbing more than 11,000 meters, more than the height of Everest, in the process. For almost the entire 4 weeks the team spent in the forest, the camera recorded no sign of the echidna. On the last day, with the last image on the final memory card, the team obtained their shot of the elusive mammal. The first ever photograph of the Attenborough's echidna, the identification of the species was later confirmed by Professor Christopher Helgen, mammologist and chief scientist and director of the Australian Museum Research Institute, AMRI. Dr. James Kimpton, Department of Biology, University of Oxford, said the discovery is the result of a lot of hard work and over 3.5 years of planning. A key reason why we succeeded is because, with the help of YAPPENDA, we have spent half a year building a relationship with the community of Yangtze Sapari, a village that on the north coast of the Cyclops Mountains. The trust between us was the bedrock of our success because they shared with us the known knowledge to navigate these treacherous mountains. It even allowed us to research on lands that have never felt the tread of human feet. A treasure trove of discoveries. Alongside uh, searching for the echidna, the expedition carried out the first comprehensive assessment of invertebrates, reptiles, amphibians, and mammal life in the Cyclops Mountains. With the support of local guides in the expedition team, the scientists were able to create makeshift labs in the heart of the jungle with benches and desks made from forest branches and vines. By combining scientific techniques with Wappen team members' experience and knowledge of the forest, the team made a wealth of new discoveries. These include several dozen insect species completely new to science and the rediscovery of the I guess that's how you Mayer's honey eater, a bird lost to science since 2008 and named after famed evolutionary biologist Ernst Mayr. An extraordinary finding was the entirely new genus of ground and tree dwelling shrimp. These were quite shocking to discover with shrimp in the heart of the forest because it is a remarkable departure from the typical seaside habitat for these animals. Dr. Leonidas Romanos Davragoulou, a Levenhulme Trust postdoctoral fellow at the Oxford University Museum of Natural History, lead entomologist for the expedition. We believe that the high level of rainfall in the Cyclops Mountains means the humidity is great enough for these creatures to live entirely on land. The team also revealed a treasure trove of underground species, including blind spiders, blind harvestmen, and whip scorpions, a whip scorpion, all new to science in a previously unexplored cave system. This astonishing discovery was made on one of the sacred peaks above Yangtze Sapari, where the team had been given special permission to do research. People rarely tread here, and the striking cave system was chanced upon when one team member fell through a moss-covered entrance. A beautiful but dangerous land. The extremely challenging and at times life-threatening conditions were at the background of these discoveries. During one of the trips to the cave system, a sudden earthquake forced the team to evacuate. Dr. Davroglu Davranoglu, I guess I'm going to keep butchering your name. Sorry, friend. Broke his arm in two places. One member contracted malaria, and another had a leech attached to his eye for a day and a half before it was finally removed at a hospital. Throughout the expedition, members were beset by biting mosquitoes and ticks and faced constant danger from venomous snakes and spiders. Making any progress through the jungle was a slow and exhausting process. with the team sometimes having to cut paths where no humans have ever been before. Though some might describe the Cyclops as a green hell, I think the landscape is magical and that once enchanting and dangerous, like something out of a Tolkien book, said Dr. Kempton. It's an environment, the camaraderie between the expedition members was fantastic, and everyone helping to keep up morale. In the evening, we exchanged stories around the fire, all while surrounded by hoots and peeps of frogs. An enduring legacy. Rediscovering the Echidna is the is only the beginning of the expedition's mission. Attenborough's long-beaked Echidna is the flagship animal of the Cyclops Mountains and a symbol of its extraordinary biodiversity. The team hope that its rediscovery will help bring attention to the conservation needs of the Cyclops in Indonesian New Guinea and more generally, and they are committed to supporting a long-term monitoring of the Echidna. Key to this work is the NGO YAPPENDA, whose mission is to protect the natural environment of Indonesia, New Guinea through empowerment of indigenous Wapens. As part of the expedition team, members of Yapinda helped train 6 students from UNCEN in biodiversity survey and camera trapping during the expedition. With the team having only sorted a fraction of the material collected in the expedition, they expect the coming months to yield even more new species. The intention is to name many of these after the Papuan members of the expedition. Besides the animal specimens, the team collected over 70 kilograms of rock samples for geological analysis, which was led by the expedition's chief geologist, Max Webb, of Royal Holloway University in London. These could help in many ways, or these help answer many questions about how and when the Cyclops Mountains originally formed. The mountains are believed to have formed when the island arc in the Pacific collided with the New Guinea mainland about 10 million years ago. Combined with the biological findings, the geological work will help the team understand how the extraordinary biodiversity of the Cyclops came to be. So, pretty cool. There's a short little video. We're going to watch this in like 30 seconds, and then we'll go up. Oh, full screen's unavailable. Okay. There it is. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah. So that's a little slice of EcoNews for your Hive side. I actually did have something else on the panel for today. Do I have time for that? Maybe. No, we'll do that next time. We'll do that next time. So, yeah, I have something else that we're going to cover, but it'll be for next week. It's fine, because we're already half an hour over, or now we're at 3 hours. That's where I wanted to be. All right. So please remember to be kind, take care, and we'll see you next time.
Evolution.
How can you not believe in evolution? Yeah, tell them that you believe in evolution.
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 Yeah, tell them that you believe in evolution.
Evolution.
Yeah, tell them that you believe in evolution.
Evolution.
You're not going to get us to not believe in evolution.